We're looking at the 40th anniversary Voltron, or as some people call him, the Beast King Go Lion. And as always, we'll start off with the packaging, and here we have the legendary black lion in his packaging. As you will see, he forms the torso, and there we have a image of comic or cartoon. You notice that it does come with 60 plus phrases, and it will be 16 inches combined with the other lions. And there you have a bio of Voltron and his independent pilot. And here you see how the other lions will attach to Voltron himself. And here we have the red lion, who will form the right arm. He will come with Voltron's sword, a rocket launcher as you can see in the images, and another weapon. And as far as the right leg of Voltron, you will see same thing, rocket launcher, melee weapon. And as far as the left arm, you will see the green lion does come with the Voltron sword, his rocket launcher, and melee weapon as well. Same thing with the yellow lion, will come with his rocket launcher and melee weapon. And moving on to the black lion, you can see it's a good sculpt. Does look like many other iterations of Voltron in toy form. And you can see where there's gold on the side where the hinges would be, the tail in the back, the silver on the legs. As far as that middle thing inside the silver, there's a gray box. That's a button. That will be the voice control box for the Voltron form. And here we go, looking at the the red line, what would be the right arm. Here you have comes with the sword, melee weapon in his mouth, and you can also see his spring-loaded launchers on the side. He also has a melee weapon that attaches to his front leg. And as far as the blue line, you do see he does come with his melee weapon in his mouth, and you will also see he has some kind of weapon that attaches to the front leg. I'm not sure if it's a launcher, and you will see his spring launcher in the back as well. Beautiful sculpt on all these lions. And as far as the left arm, you will see the green lion does come with a melee weapon, Voltron shield, his spring-loaded launcher, and I'm not sure what this spiky cylindrical pyramid cone-looking thing is, but it looks pretty cool when you attach it to the lion. And the legendary yellow will have his melee in his mouth, and a really cool, what I think is the best attachment, little spike circle, which I could imagine is a shield. And then you'll see his spring-loaded launchers in the back as well. Beautiful sculpt all around from all these lions. As I said before, they look true to form. Remember, as people remember the 80s. And as far as the voice box,
we will defend this planet.
Here you go.
Voltor, your evil forces will never defeat us.
And when you do attach the right arm, it's best. This will give out the final Voltron phrases and sounds.
Ready to form Voltron. Activate interlocks. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up.
Awesome dialogue.
Mega thrusters are go. Form feet and legs. Form arms and body. And I'll form the head.
Very lengthy,
form blazing sword.
but awesome nonetheless. And looking at the size difference between arm, legs, and torso, there you go. The yellow and blue will be the same size, red and green will be the same size, and of course you got the black that's the largest, as being the torso part. And getting Voltron into his final form, you'll see the melee weapons are on the ground there. I like to keep the spring-loaded weapons and other accessories attached, as you can see on his shoulders right there, and his forearms. But I think this guy looks magnificent with his shield and sword in hand. And as far as size comparison goes, here you will have Voltron next to Legacy Menasor. Menasor's, want to say, is slated to be a 13-inch figure. Voltron is slated to be 16. I want to say one of these is off the mark. I want to say Voltron is 13. And so I'm assuming that Voltron's 16 inches is to the top of the head and not to the top of the wings. And as far as articulation goes, you will see you have a little bit less than 90 on the arms. As far as rotation, you do not have to move the wing out of the way. I just do for the purpose of the video. But you can see there's only so far you can go back. There is a stoppage. And as far as down, it will only go back to its original 0 position. It does not go down any further. And with there being a pin there and not any kind of articulation, that's as best as you're going to get. Head articulation is going to have a good side to side and up and down. Like I said, plenty of movement to rebound on the head and neck area.
No, I can handle it.
And when it comes to the rest of the arm, you do have a good, what would be considered wrist articulation on the Lions. You will have that forearm swivel. Unfortunately, there is no bicep swivel. And like I said, the hinge being pinned on the top, there will be no way for Voltron to cross his arms. So he will never be able to double yield his sword or double hand yield his sword. And you do get a little less than 90 on the bend. And no waist articulation at all. Leg will go back about 45 degrees, little less. You will have a swivel at the thigh. You do have a double on the knee. You do see there is some foot articulation. You will have some nice articulation as far as up and down as it goes with the foot. That's about as far as you will get the leg to go forward, little less than 90. And yeah, when it comes to this Voltron overall, I think he's a great pickup. If you can find him, he's about $100, $120 after tax. So if you can get him, pick him up, guys. See y'all later.